G'day, today in episode 417 of Trent365, we take a look at the last mile of recommendation. G'day. The other night I pulled out the air fryer and cooked up some frozen food of some sort. And you know the air fryer, right? It's that little thing that basically cooks your food. It's the alternative to fried food. It cooks it with just nothing more than hot air. And whenever I pull this device out, I always remember the guy who recommended it to me. But it hit me last night that he was not the first guy that recommended it to me. He was the last guy that recommended it to me before I made a purchase. So he essentially owned the last mile of recommendation. And as a result of that, he gets the credit for putting me onto it. Even though I'd heard about this thing many times before, I'd had other people tell me about it, he was the one that somehow, in that message that he delivered on that day, somehow compelled me to make a purchase. So to this day, I credit Faisal as the guy who put me on to the air fryer. He owned the last mile of recommendation. So the message in that from a business perspective is, if we can own the last mile of recommendation, whether the end result of that recommendation is a purchase that maybe we get a benefit out of or not, doesn't really matter. If we can be the person that gets the credit or the business that gets the credit for that favorable recommendation, even if it doesn't monetize for us today, we still get the credit, we build the trust value, and all of a sudden, before too long, we own that last mile of recommendation. We've got some serious value in our opinion and our voice. You now trust us to recommend future things, and then we can monetize it further down the track. So think about whenever you're recommending something, whether you're going to make a sale on it or not, make a commission on it or not, do whatever you can to increase that call to action so that yours becomes the recommendation that matters, that you own the last mile of recommendation. Alrighty, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.
It's the last mile home.